Hey everybody, I'm Scott Weichel. You're listening to My Kind of Country on MKOCRadio.com. My guest tonight is making a return visit to My Kind of Country. He's had 8 number ones on the New Music Weekly internet charts. He's an Academy of Western Artist Award winner, and you've heard all sorts of his songs on our station, including My Life as a Country Song, Open a Vein, and one of my very favorite titles of all time, She Ain't Blind and You Ain't Braille. He's got a new EP that's just been released, and we're glad to have him on the show tonight. We're going to play some of the songs for you. My good friend Dennis Ledbetter. Dennis, how are you tonight?
Doing great, Scott. Glad to be back.
Oh, it's always a pleasure to talk to you, and I just love every time I get new music from you because you are right in the pocket hardcore country music, my friend.
Well, that's the only kind of country I know, unapologetically country.
Well, that's the way we like it here at My Kind of Country, no doubt about it. So you've got an EP out, 4 brand new songs, and I'm guessing there was a sense of urgency to get these songs out because you didn't put a whole album out this time, just the 4 songs.
You know, it's just that when I do a CD and I got 10 songs on it, and I try not to put anything in there that I'm not interested in releasing as a single, but it takes about 20 weeks for a single to run its course, and by the time I get to the 5th single, it's about a year and a half old, so people think it's old music. So I just figured, okay, I'll do 4 of them, and then I can release 3 or 4 singles in 1 year, and then I can come out with another one.
Well, there you go. That certainly works, and I think every song that you've got on this album or in this EP is single worthy without a doubt. And you wrote and co-wrote all the songs except for one on this album. Tell me about the one you didn't write. We'll start with that one.
Yeah, actually, it's probably one of my favorite songs on the EP. It was written by a friend of mine from Nashville, Brad Howard, and Brad's a great singer-songwriter out of there. And first time I heard the song, it blew me away, and I said, well, I got to record that one, so that's how that one ended up on there. It's just a beautiful song.
It is, and the title is, it gets you right from the get-go. I mean, you know it's going to be a hardcore country song. I'll let the bottle kill me before your memory does. What a line that is.
Yeah, it has I hope it has, and I think it has a George Jones feel to it. I love George Jones.
It definitely does, and Dennis, you have a very unique voice, and I always like singers that you can tell who they are before they even come on, and you've got such a distinctive voice, and you got a little bit of Jones wrapped up in there. You got some Hank Williams, and you got such a great depth in your voice, and I love that.
Well, I appreciate that very much. That's a great compliment.
Well, you wrote the other songs with Chris Bellamy. Tell me about It Might Be the Whiskey.
It Might Be the Whiskey I wrote on my own. I didn't co-write that one. Unfortunately, I was going through a tough time. Went through a divorce a couple of years ago, and I had been up to Nashville doing some writing and recording, and I was driving back home to Baton Rouge, and by the time I got home, it was written. So it's the way I felt at the time, not necessarily the way I feel now, but it just flowed.
Absolutely. Well, there's definitely a lot of music to be drawn from life experiences. It's they say Freddie Hart always says people put to music, and that's there's no better way to write a song than from your own experience. I think you get more emotion and heart out of it.
Yeah, I could have skipped that one, actually.
Yeah, but it made for a good song, Dennis, right?
Well, that's about it.
And when it hits the number 1 spot, it's going to make it all worthwhile, I hope, anyway.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, a subject that is near and dear to my heart, and I know it is to you. It's what they call country music nowadays on the mainstream. It's certainly not that, and there's a big movement, and I can't say really a movement, but there's just it's stronger than ever with internet and satellite. People are listening to real country music, and they're finding out that's what it's really about, as evidenced by the song we just talked about. But you've got a song on here called That Ain't Country.
Well, every time I turn the mainstream country radio station on. I listen to it for about 10 seconds, and I say to myself, that ain't country. And that's pretty much where the idea came from. And it's a short little song. It's not real long, but at the end of the song, I had some of the finest Nashville pickers in available. So I said, let's just do an instrumental at the end of the song. And I like the way it came out. I could have wrote a third verse, I guess, but I like the instrumental on the end.
Yeah, you know, that always gives the musicians a time to shine. And when you're talking about country music, you know, the equally important thing is the steel guitar and the fiddle and everything, and it kind of gives it a way to showcase the song. And you did a great job on it, no doubt about it.
Thank you.
And of course, this EP is released, came out July 2nd. It's called It Might Be the Whiskey, and you can get it at DennisLedbetter.com, also CD Baby, Amazon, and iTunes. And of course, you can pick up Dennis's other great music there, as you've heard a lot of it on our shows, and he's been on for every album he's been had out. We've done a feature on it, so I'm real glad to have you back again tonight. And the new single is JD's. Tell me about that one.
JD's my whiskey, not my name. 2 years back, dadgummit, probably 25 years back, my brother Kenneth and I were sitting around, and we were just coming up with hooks and different things, you know, to think about writing songs about. And he came up with that title, JD's my whiskey, not my name, and we said we were going to sit down and write it together, but we never did. I wrote the first verse about probably 15 years ago, and then I got together with Chris up in North Carolina about 3 months ago, and we finished it out, and I was super pleased with the way it came out.
No kidding. That's really cool. That's I'm always amazed to hear about a song that kind of lays dormant for a while. It must just not have been the right time for it, and now it is.
Yeah, it's just a lot of my stuff, you know, was written 20 years ago, or at least the beginnings of them was 20 years ago, and I finally got serious about sitting down and writing some tunes. So that's how they came about.
Well, you have certainly had a lot of great output in these last few years, and as you know, it's been well received, as evidenced by all the awards and the nominations you've had from the Academy of Western Artists, #1 songs on the internet charts, and people are loving your stuff. And we get requests for your music, and I include it in all my shows, and we play all the time, and it's such an honor to have you back on the show. I appreciate it very much.
Well, I can't even begin to express the appreciation that I have for you guys playing my music.
Well, it's a definite honor. So what's coming up for you this summer as far as tour dates and all that fun stuff?
I haven't scheduled a bunch of tour dates right now. I'm trying to enjoy the summer visiting with some family and friends, and I'm fixing to make a little road trip to Colorado. I've never been there before, so I'm just trying to chill out a little bit right this second.
Well, that's fantastic. Now, you live in Louisiana, right?
I do. I have a house in St. Francisville, Louisiana.
Okay, yeah.
Just north of Baton Rouge a little bit.
So was there ever, you've done some kind of Cajun flavored music. Is there a lot of influence with the Cajun Zydeco music down in that area for you?
Yeah, the one I did, Louisiana Dead, it's more, it has a Cajun flair to it, but it's not really, I'm not really a Zydeco guy, but I love their music. I do. When I'm down, when I'm in the area down there, I go out and listen to a bunch of it. It's just fun music.
Mm-hmm. So what do you listen? What's in your CD player in your car right now? What really is your go-to music to go and listen to, and your go-to artists?
I have everything George Jones ever put out, and I listen to him a lot. I listen to there's a couple of new artists coming around that I really like. What's his name? I'm trying to think of the guy's name now, but Cody Jinks I like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I just bought Willie Nelson's new album. I was in Cracker Barrel the other day. I bought Willie Nelson's new album. And there's a guy out of Nashville named James Carruthers that I'm really liking real well.
Oh, yeah, James has been on the show before. I like him, too. Absolutely.
And my buddy down there that wrote that song, Brad Howard, I like his music a lot, too. I've got a couple of his CDs in my truck.
Well, fantastic. There's a lot of great artists doing real country music and a lot of new ones coming down the line. I'm getting music all the time, and it just shows you that real country music ain't going anywhere, folks.
It's not going anywhere, and thank God for internet radio that'll play our music, because it's hard to get good mainstream. Well, you're not going to get any mainstream airplay, but there's still a lot of good AM/FM stations out there that'll play country music.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, the nice thing with us, we reach a worldwide audience, and we have a lot of overseas listeners that really love old country music, and and traditional country music. I shouldn't say old country music, because we play all that stuff, but there's a lot of new stuff coming out that's real country, and it's always got an audience with my listeners, no doubt about it.
Yeah, my European listeners are great. I mean, I really do well in Europe, in that area. I stay up in the European chart pretty high most of the time. They play a lot of my music.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of listeners over there. Well, Dennis, it's been a pleasure having you on the show, and I'm going to play the entire EP for my listeners right now. I want them to hear every song on here, and we're going to start with a new single, JD's My Whiskey, Not My Name, and you can get this new EP. It's called It Might Be the Whiskey, DennisLedbetter.com, and of course you can get Dennis's other great albums, including My Life as a Country Song, on his website, also at CD Baby, Amazon, and iTunes. And Dennis, it is always a pleasure. Thank you so much for sending these songs to me, and thanks for taking time to be on the show again. It's always a pleasure to talk with you.
And me with you. Thank you very much for helping us and supporting independent country music.
Anytime, my friend. Your music will always have a home on my kind of country, no doubt about it. DennisLedbetter.com is the place to go, folks. Listen to this great music. Dennis, thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Me still doing time, might be the fact going out of my mind. I have no one to blame. I crossed that line, killed me a falling, and I can't get up. Her memory haunts me, she's calling my name. I try to fight it, pouring whiskey on pain. My life flashed before me, and I might be dead, 'cause the woman I'm loving is just a ghost in my bed. It might be the whiskey, me still doing time, might be the fact that line, killed me a fall, and I can't get up. Midnight, four walls closing in, the lights start to flicker as her spirit drifts in. Well, she was my woman, I was her man. Broke the vows that were taken, gotta pay for my sin. It might be the whiskey, I'm falling, and I can't get up. Help me, I'm falling, and I can't get up. Mainstream country sings about trucks on no dirt road, laying on a blanket by the river in the pale moonlight, with a girl named Girl in her tight blue jeans, sitting on a tailgate drinking the good stuff till the sun comes up. That ain't country. Rapping and rocking to some country words that ain't got no country soul. That ain't country. No fiddle, no steel guitar that turn country into gold. This ain't broke country house. It's an old-fashioned kind of thing, swirling and a twirling across the hardwood floor, boots scooting to some western swing. We got a six-pack of beer right down in a bucket and a hell-raising honky-tonk crowd. We got the pedal to the metal on steel guitar and the fiddle you can hear across town. That ain't country. Rapping and rocking to some country words that ain't got no country soul. That ain't country. No fiddle, no steel guitar that turn country into gold. This ain't new country, dude. It's the kind of country music that soothes the country soul. They're out two-stepping on the dance floor, prancing to the Cotton Eye Joe. I'm so lonesome I could cry, 'cause I wanna get my country on. I wanna hear real country music, so I can honky-tonk all night long. I wanna hear some country music like Conway, Haggard, and Jones. Mainstream country, that ain't country. As I drink this shot of whiskey, I feel it burning going down. Girl, I'd rather feel that burn than let your memory come around. 'Cause it takes me back to yesterday, when we were so in love. So I'll let the bottle kill me before your memory does. I'll let the bottle kill me, even though I need to stop. I'll drink to keep from thinking that we're through. Girl, don't feel sorry for me. It's the only thing I've got to help me with the pain of losing you. It's 1 a.m. and I'm still here, shooting doubles and wanting more, knowing that tomorrow I'll be crawling across the floor. I know I need to sober up, purge this poison from my blood. I'll let the bottle kill me before your memory does. I'll let the bottle kill me, even though I need to stop. I'll drink to keep from thinking that we're through. Girl, don't feel sorry for me, it's the only thing I've got to help me with the pain of losing you. If I don't drink, I'll hurt much more, knowing I don't have your love. I'll let the bottle kill me before your memory does. I'll let the bottle kill me before your memory does. In a bar room, just 3 stools from above. She leaned my way and asked me, what's your name? You don't wanna know me, my life is filled with pain. The waitress called me JD, but that's my whiskey, not my name. Whiskey, not my name. I went out searching for my wealth and fame. All I found was heartache while I played honky-tonk game. Now it's me and old JD with no one else to blame. Yesterday, right here on Broadway, when pedal stills and fiddles rule the day. What was it I thought I heard Hank Williams say? Now it's me and old JD rolling down a lost highway. JD's my whiskey, not my name. I went out searching for my wealth and fame. All I found was heartache while I played